Hi guys, I'm Shandor, welcome to my cinema. Today I'm watching Woody Allen's 1973 sci-fi comedy Sleeper. Sci-fi comedy? Woody Allen? What? As far as I know, this is going to take place in a dystopian world, which sounds really interesting, so I cannot wait to watch this. So guys, here comes Sleeper. 3, 2, 1. I think this came out a year after Play It Against Sam, which is something, I love that movie. I watched it on this channel, so you can check it out, but I love Play It Against Sam. I showed it to my girlfriend actually, and she also loved it. Diane Keaton is in this, that's great. Costume designer Joel Schumacher. Is that the same Joel Schumacher? That was a nice zooming out. Hey, good design. Really good design.
Still think it's too soon to bring him up.
We have no other choice. Aegon thinks they're onto us.
We'll have to move him if he comes up successfully. Otherwise, we should be prepared to dispose of him the usual way.
Where was the subject found?
We came across it the last day of our field trip into the woods a week ago. The subject was frozen in 1973.
Oh.
Which means he's been under for 200 years.
200 years. Okay. That's like tinfoil. I'm guessing that's Woody Allen.
Under occupation, it says he was part owner of the Happy Carrot Health Food Restaurant on Bleecker Street, wherever.
Okay.
Also a clarinet player with something called the Ragtime Rascals.
Yeah? Woody Allen actually plays the clarinet as far as I know.
Subject entered hospital for routine exploration of minor peptic ulcer and complications set in. Patient never regained consciousness.
We're getting an initial motor response over here.
Well, this is the critical stage now. If his regaining consciousness isn't handled carefully, there could be damaging trauma.
That's him right there, yes.
Swallow reflex is almost there.
There,
Very
good,
Mr.
good,
Monroe.
good.
Down. Down. He's got it. No, Mr. Monroe.
Sorry to bother you, Doctor. Is everything okay? We're getting a misread on the power function.
Really?
Don't mind Dr. Monroe. He's not effective of a new ray we've been experimenting with. Heard of the Venus Project, haven't you? Yes.
He hasn't said a word yet, and he's still hilarious.
Can't you see what a difficult...
I think the experiment is getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, actually, freaking... I love the look of this movie, you know? This feels so unusual for Woody Allen. Or at least different, you know? I love that. Yeah, I absolutely love the set designs.
He requested something called wheat germ, organic honey, and tiger's milk.
Makes sense.
Some years ago, I felt it contained life-preserving properties.
You mean there was no deep fat?
Precisely the opposite of what we now know to be true.
Ah.
Incredible.
Interesting, right?
Well, he wants to know where he is.
Because actually I've seen
What's
so many
going on?
nutritional videos and stuff, and you
I
know,
think it's time to tell him.
it seems like every couple of years or so, you know, people say, now this is healthy. Actually, we said that this was unhealthy, but no, this is good for you. Actually, you know what? No, this is not good for you. Eat this.
I can't believe this.
Ah.
My doctor said I'd be up and on my feet in 5 days. He was off by 199 years.
Yeah,
This is what I call a cosmic screwing.
he's right.
And where am I anyhow? I mean, what happened to everybody? Where are all my friends?
You are now in the year 2173. Now, this is the central parallel of the American Federation, southwestern United States. That was before it was destroyed by the war. Reviving you, as we did, was in strict opposition to government
How
policy.
come?
What we've done is highly illegal, Miles, and if we get caught, we'll be destroyed.
Your brain will be electronically simplified.
My brain, it's my second favorite organ.
And someday the revolution will come and we can overthrow our great leader.
Ah, okay.
You've got to be kidding. I want to go back to sleep. If I don't get at least 600 G's, I'm grouchy all day. I don't smoke.
It's tobacco. It's one of the healthiest things for your body. Now go ahead. You need all the strength.
Questionable. Yeah. I don't want that needle. Oh, they're injecting the plant. Eh.
This was Joseph Stalin. He was a communist. I was not too crazy about him.
Yeah, nobody
He had a
was.
bad mustache, a lot of bad habits.
True.
This is Bela Lugosi. He was the mayor of New York City for a while. You can see what it did.
Was he?
Charles de Gaulle showed you how to make souffles and omelets.
Not really, but okay.
This I can tell you already. This is a centerfold from a magazine we used to call Playboy, which these girls didn't exist in actual life. You know, they were rubberized. You had to blow them up, and then you'd fasten it. And I'll just take this, you know, and study it later.
Sure.
Full report on it.
Sure.
From the beginning, he
First, we didn't know exactly what this was, but we've developed a theory. In your society, were guilty of a crime against the state, they were forced to watch this.
March of 1964.
Yeah.
This stuff tastes awful. I could have made a fortune selling it at my health food store.
Some more for Mr. Monroe.
Yeah, many times if you get something like, oh, this is healthy for you, you take it and you're like, yeah, this might be healthy, but no thanks.
They're one of our biggest industries here. Infinitely more sophisticated than any previously manufactured labor-saving devices.
My name is Janice 414. I'm a domestic service menial of the 400 series. I have been programmed to respond to a complex series of domestic commands.
Are there female robots? Because the possibilities are limitless, you know.
It's getting late. We've got to get
If you only knew back then.
Miles, there's something called the Ares Project. We want to know what it is.
Why?
Because we believe it's a secret plot the leader has to destroy the revolutionary movement. Everyone here has a citizen's record. We've all been computerized, cataloged, fingerprinted, photographed, voice printed. But you have no number.
Yeah.
You can be used to penetrate.
What could you tell them?
Only my name, rank, serial number, and your name.
Miles, you've got to help us. Go to the Western District.
Find the Ares Project.
Woody Allen is humanity's last hope. Chances are not so good. So much for the jetpack. A bazooka.
Goddamn cheap Japanese flying pack.
Yeah, I'm impressed, you know? In another world, this would be a great sci-fi thriller, you know?
We still haven't located Alien. We'd like to check the back of your van.
Come on. There's your new home.
Oh, no. Is this the best they could offer?
Diane Keaton.
Oh, geez, I'd hope for something with at least decent features.
Eh.
I'll bring you in next week and have your head removed. Okay, come on.
Uh.
Come on.
Have your head removed.
Check the music channel and regulate the aromatron. And make sure there's plenty of food for all the people. All right.
He has no idea what she's talking about. Whoa. Instant pudding. He's so good.
Long time no see. Come right on in.
What? There's a swastika. Well, it's 2173. Get rid of the clothes, yeah. Debris disposed.
It's Kugat.
Where's the pudding? Oh, there it is. Oh, he's getting... So apparently... Yeah, it makes people high. Okay. He's gonna get busted, isn't he? Ah, he's going for it. Oh, he got it back. Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious to see him in an environment like this, you know?
I think we should have had sex, but there weren't enough people.
We'll use the
What?
orgasmatron.
That's a good idea.
Come on. Oh, it's such a good
The party came off quite well.
He claimed he saw secret experiments at the Lexitron Hospital. Something called Ares.
I
Aries.
absolutely do not want to hear about it, Harold. After all, there's the orb, and there's the telescreen, and there's the orgasmatron. What more do they want?
That's an interesting take.
Understand the criminal element. We're artists.
For he had turned into a caterpillar by and by.
It's deep.
Yeah, very deep.
They change from caterpillars into butterflies.
Yep.
Not the other way.
Yep.
Shoot, I hate to be wrong!
Luna, no. Sit down, sit down. Luna, sit down, sit down. Come on, sit
Oh,
down.
her name is
All right, I
Luna.
promise.
Yeah, but see, it's interesting because she said, you know, we have the orb, we have movies and television, we have orgasmatron. What more people want? It's exactly what someone would say who's, well, brainwashed, basically, to be a obedient slave. Ring a bell?
Can I help you?
Would you change his head for me, please?
Uh.
Something a little more aesthetic.
You got room in there for another head change?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, good luck getting out of that. I mean, at this point, you know, everybody would have figured it out that he's a human. This feels Benny Hill-esque to me. Absolutely, it does. Especially with this music. Blue cheese. Yeah? That's what it does to you? Yeah?
I don't drink, I don't smoke. I would never force myself sexually on a blind person.
Nice.
Yes, you're living in a police state. Your government is evil. We have to find out what the Ares Project is. You're a nice person. I knew I could count on you. How can you not be hungry? We've been sitting here for hours. It's all you had in the car with these interstellar space cookies. I'm gonna take that gag off your mouth, and if you're gonna scream, scream, because there's nobody for miles. Nobody's gonna hear you, so scream. Go ahead, scream. I love it. It's the underground.
I'm not having any aliens, see? We don't want your crazy ideas, so just go back to Greenberg's village. They won't hurt you. They'll restructure your brain.
Nobody touches my brain.
Look at me, I'm shaking.
Gee, you know, you'd be great to take on a camping trip.
For sure.
I want you to take me home.
All right, look, if I get you some food, will you take me to the Western District? You sit here, I'll go find us something, and don't try anything funny while I'm gone.
Those are some huge bananas and tomatoes. Yeah, very Benny Hill-esque. What the heck? Or even, you know, it harkens back to the old silent movie days. Ah! This is ridiculous.
I'd hate to see what they use for fertilizer.
True.
What was that?
What?
Maybe you trust me a little bit now. Maybe you think I got you food, and what the hell, I'm not really such a bad guy.
Yeah. That was a really weak try.
Are you okay? Fine. My goodness gracious, just
Wow.
look at yourself. You're such a mess, so disheveled.
Could I use your bathroom?
Yes, of course. Come on in and sit down.
I mean, set design, seriously, it's beautiful. The sets are gorgeous. What? Sit on there?
Hello, please. Listen, I can't speak. I'm with the alien. We're heading west on the 1600 channel. We should be at the Eastern Parallel in about a half an hour. Do you have a space hydrovac suit?
Well, of course. Why? Are you going on the space shuttle?
Here's your silly old hydrovac suit. Jesus, I can hardly find it.
What the hell am I going to do with a hydrovac suit?
Very fitting robot.
What is a hydrovac suit?
It's for space travel. Use it as a disguise.
Why are we stopping by the river?
I don't know. I think that we're lost.
Hey, look!
Ah, actually she was smart.
Me? But I'm not the one that you want.
Take her in. We'll have her reprogrammed.
Oh, so the police are stupid. They never work.
You spend an unhealthy period of time in the presence of the alien.
They're stupid. You know, as silly as this movie is, actually, you know, it shows just how, well, a dictatorship looks like. In a way, you know?
I mean, I can't swim.
But I can't swim either.
Huh?
He'll get on top of me.
Like any kind of deviation from the norm, you know, is not acceptable. That's freaking awesome! Well, that should open her eyes.
It's a 200-year-old Volkswagen.
Yes, it is. It works. Of course it
They
works.
really built these things, didn't they?
They did, actually.
Register commies, not guns. What's that?
Register commies, not
What?
guns.
New York Times, be careful, from 1990. Pope's wife gives birth to twins.
Oh, yeah, right.
You went to a university? It's hard to believe. For what?
It is.
Cosmetic sexual technique and poetry.
What?
You have to know it in case something goes wrong with the machine.
What do you do, switch to manual?
Where did you learn about sex?
Me? From my mother. I asked her where do babies come from. And she thought I said rabies. She said from a dog bite. A week later, a lady on the block gave birth to triplets. I thought she was bitten by a Great Dane.
We'll dump it in the water. They'll never find it.
Not like it matters. They don't even know what that is.
Feel like to be dead for 200 years.
It's like spending a weekend in Beverly Hills. I believe that there's an intelligence to the universe, with the exception of certain parts of New Jersey.
Well, I believe that there's somebody out there who watches over us.
Unfortunately, it's the government.
True.
Did you ever realize that God spelled backwards is dog?
Hey, look at this.
Yeah, I wonder who that decorator is.
I'm scared.
There's nothing to be scared of. You're with me. For God's sakes, get a grip on yourself. You need a drink.
I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this. I love that this is, you know, set in this futuristic environment. I think this is pretty freaking fantastic. And also, you know, again, as silly as this is, there are some really nice little dialogue nuggets in here which are actually pretty freaking serious. You know, so there are layers to this. I mean, it's Woody Allen. Woody Allen's writing is extremely smart. So, yeah. I never expected to see Woody Allen in a sci-fi setting, you know, but hey, here we are.
I'm always joking, you know that. It's a defense mechanism.
For many people, it
Perform
is.
sex with me?
Perform sex?
That's, of course.
I don't think I'm up to a performance, but I'll rehearse with you if you like.
Okay. I just thought you might want to. They have a machine here.
I don't like anything with moving parts that are not my own.
Makes perfect
I
sense.
believe that you haven't had sex for 200 years.
204 if you count my marriage.
You think I'm stupid.
I think that you're bright and sensitive and
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah. Well, then how come you're not attracted to me? I'm great physically. I got a PhD in oral sex.
Take my money.
Did they make you take any Spanish with that?
What?
Well, I don't know. I was an English major myself. I minored in foreplay. 2-credit course at MIT.
Miles, you're not taking me seriously.
Amazing.
Are the other men impotent?
Yeah, most of them, except for the ones whose ancestors are Italian.
Right, I knew there was something in that pasta.
Yeah.
2 minutes in bed with me and you'll sell that thing for scrap iron.
Eh?
I have a little asthma, so if you hear some wheezing while we're doing it, you know it's me. But, you know, just give me a decent burial and... Find your way to the Western District, contact the Underground, and find out what the Ares Project is. You remember that name?
Yes, the Jupiter Project.
The Ares
Oh,
Project.
gosh.
Ares Project.
Also, this movie is incredibly well paced, you know? Like, things are moving along at a really nice pace. Oh, he's in the machine. Maybe he's gonna like it. Probably not too bad, is it? Yeah, judging by his face.
A society that will take care of your needs and desires more efficiently than any you might have thought possible. Now you get a good rest.
Yeah, this feels way too real nowadays.
Subject prepared for a total brainwash.
We programmed
See.
the CHC for 1970s reference data.
Down to the 5 finalists. Miss Alabama, Miss Florida, Miss California, Miss Hawaii, and Miss Montana.
Montana.
We got complicated. What are you want?
Who put away that shipment downstairs?
Yeah, I guess that guy is the leader. We've seen his picture before. 6.2. Subject fitted garment design, please receive. Now that would actually be pretty cool.
This is terrible.
Okay, we'll take it in.
That's the first time we're actually seeing society.
That's your orientation pamphlet. It has the names of all your new friends. Now there will be conversation and discussion assemblies twice a week.
Hello, I'm Rags. Woof,
Is the house broken or will he be leaving little batteries all over the floor?
Woody Allen is so hilarious. That's an orb. Nice survival skills.
Don't yell, we're with the Underground.
Speak in the microphone when you hear the beep. Confess.
I missed a couple of minutes of our leader's speech on television. With the long blonde hair and the great tomatoes. Well, we've been sneaking into the slide projection room on our lunch hour and making love together.
Nice.
And I hope that you forgive me.
Absolved. You know what? Funnily enough, I think it was the same year that THX 1138 came out by George Lucas. In a way, the same kind of movies. Very different approach. McDonald's.
Remember the Western District?
No, it doesn't.
Miles, I'm Luna. Luna, remember? Luna. The ragtime rascals.
You're the alien.
That's
Oh,
right, Miles.
interesting.
I've
The
come for you.
script is flipped.
Get in here! Don't come near me! Rags!
Miles.
Rags! Get in here! Come on, boy! Come on, Rags! Go ahead! God damn dog.
I'm Rags.
We'll induce a hypnotic state and force him to re-experience some of the major traumas of his life. It's the year 1962. It's time for that Sunday dinner at your parents' house.
No! What are you standing there? Come in! Your food is getting cold!
She thinks I'm a pervert because I drank our water.
Oi! Hey! I smear!
What will them goyim say?
Oh my god.
Erno, what's happening?
Something's gone wrong with the treatment.
Miles, who are you, Miles?
I'm Blanche. Blanche Dubois. It means white woods. Physical beauty is passing. A transitory possession.
That's true.
But beauty of the mind and richness of the spirit and tenderness of the heart. And I have all those things when I have all these riches locked in my heart.
He's awesome. Always.
I've seen how you try to sprinkle this place up with them powders and those fancy French colognes. You hear me? Ha! Ha!
She looks so different.
I feel different, Miles. I've spent the past 6 months living like a wild animal.
Really?
That's right, Miles. All of us. All of us in the underground. We all live day to day on our cunning and our instinct. We're all a pack of wild animals.
Lunch, Lorna.
Oh, quite literally. Okay.
Someday in a few months, he's going to lead the revolution and start a Marxist regime. Government by the workers and the downtrodden masses.
Guys, I'm Hungarian.
Mrs. Sorensen.
You don't want that.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were kissing.
Oh, Miles, I was just telling Erno about Aries Day. We're going to steal operating gowns and pose as doctors. And you see, that's how we're going to get inside.
I love this. Seriously. Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, I know. He couldn't be with us today. He's got to go take his handsome lesson.
Oh, you're jealous.
Yeah.
Jealous? Are you kidding, honey? With a body like mine, you don't get jealous. Do what you want. You're over 21. Little tramp.
We're here on business.
Give her a couple of books to read, and right away she's Miss Pseudo-Intellectuals, Neo-Fascist, Hegelian, Freudian.
You're hysterical.
Do you remember the diagram? There's the fast forward, that's the dual control, that's the manual, that's the overheat, that's the
Okay, we've
rewind.
been over all this.
You love her now?
Oh, Miles. I don't know.
That's a no. That's a no.
Right. The coast is clear. Stop lowering me.
Oh, this is gonna go wrong.
Manual.
No, that's fast forward.
That's a lot of tape. You know how much that cost?
Erno is an architect and a mathematician.
Yeah, but can he do this?
You're an idiot.
We're going my way.
Fine.
Yes, we're doctors. We're two big doctors. We're not imposters. Big doctor. Very big. Could we? Eyes, ears, nose, and throat.
Please, may we? May we, doctor, please?
Now they're in deep shit. Also, I just love Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton is so good. And she fits in Woody Allen's words so well.
10 months ago, our leader suffered a horrible accident when a bomb planted in his home by members of the underground exploded. Since then, we have virtually been a leaderless society. Unfortunately, preparations for a successor have never been adequately clear. This is our leader's nose. Using great presence of mind, we rush the nose to our closest Delta laboratory, which is here. Is a process by which, using one single cell, a duplicate of the person it came from could be formed.
Yeah, that's for us, the audience, because I mean, not many people would have known about cloning in 1973.
Now we feel confident we can reproduce our leader in perfect tact from his nose.
Now's the time to strike. The leader is suffering from a terrific handicap. He has no head or body.
We gotta stop him.
All right, well, look, there's only one way. We gotta steal a nose.
How?
I don't know. I never stole an organ before.
Cut a hole in the ceiling,
hole in the ceiling,
big
good.
enough to slide through.
Right, but we
Come
slide
up under
through-
the nose
under the
and hide it under my
Hide
coat.
under your coat. It's a stupid plan. Because it's so subtle. We have no time for that. You create a diversion, and I'll steal a nose.
Right.
I have to say that this is the best looking Woody Allen movie I've seen so far.
Here.
Well, Midnight in Paris, that's also a good one, but
Don't you remember you gave it to me from Nellick's?
I don't know, I love the aesthetic of this movie a lot.
Miles, you're biting my nails.
Because you're tense.
Hello, Dr. Temkin. So nice to see you.
Hell.
I'm BioCentral Computer 2100 Series G.
No, you're hell.
I'll be assisting you through the entire process.
Okay.
I better have a look at the patient.
So anyway, it's interesting, right? So the leader is dead. He's been dead for a year.
He's in a lot worse shape than I thought.
Yeah, and you know,
Lay off Armenian women.
in order to keep the existing hierarchy and system, you know, they don't inform the public.
Excuse me. I have to have a conference with the doctor. Doctor, for a second, if you just come over here. A whole entire person connected to that nose, right? Otherwise, you get your money back. Now, do you want me to leave room for mustache? Because there's a nice area in there which people... It's, checking the cell structure, voila, and now the cell structure has been checked. Thank you.
Both of them are just so good.
Now, I'll just take my...
So good.
There's been a current break in the life support system.
What I think we should do.
What's that you've got under your mask?
Pardon me? Under my mask? All right. Nobody move or I shoot your president. We're getting out of here. Now come in me. I'm warning you. He gets it right between the eyes.
He'll do it. He'll do it. I've seen him shoot a nose.
Yeah, actually, this movie is full of great shots. You know? Usually his usually his visual approach is a lot more ooh, that's a big nose. It's a lot more simplistic, you know? It's much more like the story and the dialogue and whatever. Here you have that, but also there's some really interesting and impressive sets and visuals, and it just keeps getting worse.
Colonel's going to lead the revolution and head the new government.
Look, don't you understand? In 6 months, we'll be stealing Erno's nose.
Exactly.
Political solutions don't work. I told you that. It doesn't matter who's up there. They're all terrible.
Yes.
You know, the political men... What are you looking at me like that for?
He's so right.
You really love me.
And you love me. I know that. And I don't blame you, honey.
Meaningful relationships between men and women don't last. That was proven by science. See, there's a chemical in our bodies that makes it so that we all get on each other's nerves sooner or later.
Not necessarily.
What do you believe in?
Sex and death. Two things that come once in my lifetime. But at least after death, you're not nauseous.
Well, guys, this was Sleeper. Well, that's another really good one from Woody Allen for me. I really, really enjoyed this, you know. It has all the Woody Allenisms, you know, great dialogue. He has neurotic character, Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton is awesome. But also, I really appreciated the visual aspects of this movie, you know, and I didn't expect it to be like so, I don't know, engaging, you know, visually, like seriously. I loved the sets, I loved all the vehicles and things like that, you know. I thought it was really, really creative. Weirdly enough, you know, I mentioned this during my reaction that I think the Ajax 1138 came out the same year, I think. And there are similarities between the two movies in terms of its narrative, you know. Not quite, but you know what I mean. Like you have this dystopian government and setting, you know. And despite all the silliness that this movie has, if you really pay attention to the dialogue, there are some really clever stuff in here, I think. So there are layers to this movie that can go over your head if you're just, you know, taking this movie as... If you're looking at the entertainment value of this movie, that's what I mean, you know. And that's one of the great things about Woody Allen is that, you know, he's a lot smarter than he lets himself to be seen, you know. Because, yeah, you watch a lot of his movies and you're like, yeah, he's hilarious and whatever. Yeah, hilarious and smart. Very, very smart. Yeah, I really enjoy this movie. So, thank you. Thanks to all of you who recommended this one. Because, yeah, this is a very unique movie, I think, in the Woody Allen filmography. So, I'm really glad I watched it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this movie together with me. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And see you all next time at the cinema. Bye.